It's already been an amazing week out here at the beautiful North Cove Leisure Club. Comes to a conclusion on a Sunday. We've got, boy, just a high-level card coming your way for this one. It's been star-studded all week, and we've probably saved the best for last.
Well, at least that's what we're going to say.
Yeah.
It's without a doubt going to be a great time here, wrapping up our week here in North Cove. We have our players that are making this a historic event, really, in my book.
Yeah, we've already seen some course records, some highest rated rounds for some people out here. Speaking of, Mauri Villmann, 1091 rated round 2 in command coming into this final round. Gannon Buhr, highest rated player in the world. I mean, what more do you have to say? It's Gannon Buhr.
He is inevitable. We love this guy right here, Bradley Williams. He had a 1059 rated round 2. Making sure that he stayed on lead card. And Andrew Marwede, 1067 rated round 2. Can't wait to see this guy throw and putt. Here we are on hole 1. It is a par 3 coming in at 381 feet. Today it is ranked as the third most difficult hole instead of the most difficult hole. We'll see why that is later on. We do have to be mindful that there is OB off the tee. You do need to land on this sliver of grass that makes up the fairway. Everything else is at hazard. We'll see if the wind is ripping today like it was in this drone video.
The wind will be a factor for sure. We have somehow managed to avoid rain yet again.
Yeah, you see the tee pad there is quite muddy, but there is no more moisture falling from the sky.
Yeah, it stopped raining about an hour before lead card teed off, so now we just got that nice sauna effect.
Oh yeah, the humidity. Oh.
It's cruising on that left side, but gets clipped up and drops into the hazard. Gannon, who I believe has gone sidearm all 3 rounds. Well, 2.
3?
And now 3.
Okay.
I like the width of this. If it gets back to edge, and it does.
He misses those trees on the left that you have to mess with on forehand if you want to try to actually get to the inbound fairway.
Bradley opting for the backhand.
With this disc that we still have not yet identified. Oh.
No.
It's the limb and is plinkoing down. Is going to end up out of bounds.
We didn't talk about it, but there is OB on that left side and short. And he unfortunately trickles into it. Did get a little clarity. One of those discs, and I say one of because he's got multiple that look like that, is a T-bird.
Okay. Another forehand route here.
That looks great. Similar to Gannon's line. So Bradley going to opt for the re-tee. Doesn't make sense to move up the 5 feet and then fall off a cliff on your follow-through. Is lacing this line.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No.
Oh, yeah. Good shot. For sure.
That's going to be hazard. This is a tough opening hole already.
Yeah. Man, that was such a good shot. I don't think we've seen anyone hit the rocks from the tee pad. That's just...
Yeah. Oh!
Tickles the chain on the backside there.
How you got it in there.
It looked like an optical illusion from where we were standing. Gannon, the long look for birdie.
Okay.
This screen just always gets such interesting reactions.
Where you at, Mauri?
Circle's edge, probably.
We saw yesterday on the chase card, he made the putt and didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Brad going to be a little low there on that attempt.
I wonder if he's going to have to stand on top of a rock to.
Like Maddie did in round 1. Long bid for Marwede.
Oh.
Connects. Statistically, year over year, one of the most accurate putters on tour from both Circle 1 and Circle 2.
And if they track Circle 3, then maybe.
Maybe.
Again, it's going to walk off with a par there.
Mauri gonna drop one early. So losing a little bit of ground here to both Gannon and Andrew Marwede. Fortunately, Bradley, they're going in the opposite direction. On to hole number 2, par 3, 302 feet going uphill, moving left to right. A couple different ways to attack this one we've seen throughout the week. Both forehands and backhands play out well. It's really just a matter of controlling your angle coming into the green. You've got the big rock here / boulder blocking the front of the actual pin, and then a couple of kind of plinko trees on the left and right. Andrew up first after the solo birdie on hole 1.
With the forehand here. And well done.
Yeah, played pretty much to perfection. We'll have a very short putt left to go 2 for 2.
Gannon with a forehand as well. What? How did he get through all that?
It's Gannon Buhr.
Gosh.
Going to be inside of 20 with a birdie look, but he may have a little bit of obstruction.
Ooh, it's a little low and got a little wind kiss or bounce, or didn't make it all the way up there.
Yeah, puts him close to that down tree in the middle. Backhand turnover for Bradley.
With one of those. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had like a ripping, you can see the flag there, left to right tailwind.
Yeah, they just dropped that so far. It never had a chance of actually getting up to the basket. But it's just right there on that log, right there.
Oh, good job spotting that one. It's about where Mauri was yesterday. Good effort there. Bradley kind of has this framed up.
He does.
Oh, Anheuser bid.
Ooh. Wait, was that off the basket or off the rock? I can't
Off
tell.
the basket.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gannon does opt to go low here to avoid the branches above him, and no issue. One of the best knee putters I've ever seen.
How many knee putters do you know?
I mean, I know at least one. He had a broken, something was broken in his leg, his knee or something, and he had to kind of walk around and cast. So he kind of practiced putting on one knee because he got to keep his other one like elevated or whatever it was. So he got really good at it, and now it's just another tool in his toolbox.
Oh no. I mean, oh yes. All right, here we are, hole 3, par 4, 557 feet. One of the easier holes here on the course, allegedly. Main thing to do is get out of that gap and get somewhere out in this greenery. Once you get here, your upshot into the green is what makes this hole play easier because you have so many options to get there. You actually don't even have to make it all the way up to this plateau in order to make a good putt, but you don't want to be down in the thicket of the stuff.
Plays really well to Andrew's strength. He loves throwing these flat to overstable shots with the forehand. Oh my.
That just got shoved down.
We talked about the wind being a factor today, as we've already started to see both on hole 2 and now on hole 3. The wind is starting to pick up.
I don't want to say anything, but it just sounded like the wind completely died for Gannon's throw, but I'm not going to say anything.
It's back.
Okay.
After it landed.
After it landed. Ooh, it came out a little early there, and
Yeah.
he didn't quite make it out. He made it down far enough that he can scramble if he needs to. We saw a scramble yesterday from further back.
We did. It was incredible. Beautiful. Right up the middle here.
Almost like he planned to be there.
You don't need to do too much at 557 feet for these guys.
True.
With their accuracy. This is looking nice. Going to stay up on the plateau? No.
Well,
Trickles down a bit.
I think he's still inside the circle, just like you said, down a bit there. Nice touch on that. Turn.
Be about 25 feet or so left, which for him is a tap in. Is this the Nova? Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
All right. Okay, maybe I need to look into getting
There was one in the pro shop over here.
I need to look into getting one. I mean, just from seeing what it does, like, but it won't do that for me.
No. You have to have great nose control and spin and beat Bradley Williams. There's a lot of things you got to do to make it fly like that.
I don't know. He keeps convincing me every time I see him throw it.
And he's doing his job. Birdie there for Marwede, like I said, not an issue with that putt. We better grab that one from the pro shop. If you guys do come down here, there is a beautiful pro shop with lots of options for you.
Nice save for the birdie there.
Yeah.
For being in trouble early.
I'm a little surprised Gannon didn't get this one for eagle at least once. Like, I'm not surprised, but...
I mean, like, the locals would love to see him go for it.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Hole 4, par 3, 276 feet, right in the middle of the pack in terms of difficulty, just playing slightly above par. This is a turtleback hole with the pin perched precariously on top there. Lots of rollaway potential. There is OB kind of surrounding the entirety of this green. Two different options. You can take the forehand route up the left side, backhand route up the right side. With this win, it'll be interesting to see how these players kind of choose to attack it.
Marwede is going with the crashing hyzer up high, really wide.
Don't roll
Wow.
back. Okay.
That's the first one that we've seen even like challenge that OB over there, but
You see that wind there. It just didn't quite let the disc get back over on hyzer. So maybe a little tighter like this.
yeah,
But even this,
just
it's getting shoved.
yeah.
Might have, this has to be a flat shot. Yeah. If you expose that bottom of the flight plate, you can get a lift. That's really well
great.
done.
Yeah. He didn't want to have to use the rock from yesterday.
Yeah.
It's tighter but higher.
Looks like it checks up.
Yeah.
You can hear and see the wind, and there's your indication there with Gannon's chalk bag.
I think we should just have a chalk person that does that for us. Just goes and displays what the wind is doing no matter what.
Before each shot.
Yeah. I mean, that would save Gannon a ton of chalk if we had someone to do it for.
That's true. He's thinking about it. This is one that you maybe think about for those extra couple seconds. It's low, and there she goes.
Is it? Wow.
Curls up safely.
Yeah, if you just look at that putt, that's just, I mean, a layup doesn't even feel safe.
Yeah.
See, we were concerned for a second. Oddly enough, seems like a better putt. Oh.
Ooh. Didn't quite react the way he thought it would, but stays put. Bradley for birdie.
Yeah. Nice putt. Well played there, Bradley. Clawing his way back out of that deficit from the first hole.
Mauri again with that efficient putting style. Puts it in for the birdie. Getting him to 1 down for the day. Par there for Marwede as he finally takes something other than a birdie.
And a bogey for Gannon.
Okay. Back to a 3-stroke lead.
May have to go back and see if that's the first one he's got. I don't remember another one. All right, here we are. Hole 5, par 4, 553 feet. This is similar to the previous hole as far as the par and distance, but plays totally different. Going to be out in the open and trying to find your way into the gap here so that you can navigate up to the basket. Hopefully not scar up a disc while trying to approach and tap in for a bird, but you got to get this tee shot right.
Mauri leading on that blue disc once again. Oh, no,
as
turned.
soon as it was out of his hand, he was like, what is happening?
See it rolling around, but does stay safe.
So that, folks, is what we call spectator golf.
Yeah.
As soon as you release the disc, you become a spectator as well.
Tried the flip, but that's a stable disc. Getting back over. He's going to be kind of blind, though, behind one of the big boulders there on that left side.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of where he, well, not necessarily behind the boulder, but where he was aiming to be. Not take too much and kind of do this right here and just be in that area to have a upshot.
Yeah, much cleaner line there, likely coming up for Marwede. Gannon looking a little indecisive here, both on the putting green on the hole before and now here on the tee.
Yeah, I mean, he's having to calculate this wind into his throws, so.
Looks like he calculated correctly. Oh, that's on me.
Still not too bad. He still is in the opening. Still has a very good window to approach. Yeah, this is a tough spot over here.
Yeah, you're pinched off, and you can't quite tell from here, but he's literally just looking at a wall of trees. As we start to widen out here, you'll see there's not a lot of options. Trying to thread the needle. Hits and gets kicked left.
Wow, and that's a branch. That wasn't even a tree. Man.
And now it's not much better. He's maybe got a little bit more of a window if he goes wider right like that. Okay.
Wow, that worked out really well. Okay.
Impressive scrambling. Stable. I'm guessing that's a hurricane. Oh my gosh, those rocks. This is probably the rockiest green on the property overall.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. What's the course in Delaware?
Iron Hill.
Yeah. That's what this hole feels like.
It does very much feel like that. Gannon, check, roll backwards, but he is well within the circle. Bradley getting to do a little rock climbing here. In his Vessies. Want to get your own Vessies? Check out our link below. I like those black and white colorways.
Me too. A little long, but not too bad. Still inside the circle.
Yep, a little bit uphill look here. Going for the straddle.
Oh. Off the right side of the cage and kind of goes flying. Has a similar look coming back.
A little shorter. A lot shorter. Makes the connection. Mauri just ahead of him with a similar line.
I thought he used his disc as a marker.
Just looking to clean up here and move on to the next.
Oh. Wow. Very unexpected reaction there.
Just pull and straight back. Marwede going to collect the birdie. That's going to gain some strokes. Birdie for Gannon. Also going to gain some strokes on the leader. He's going to take the bogey there, unfortunately, after ping-ponging a little bit off the tee and on that second shot. Unfortunate reaction there on that putt.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the action as we move on to hole 6, par 3, 249 feet, one of the more attackable holes on this course. Tight line, we've seen kind of approach discs used on forehand primarily on this one. We've also seen some turnovers with the putters work out really well. Just need to stay in the center line here. You have this late tree here to beat, that little smaller spruce there. And then you got a couple rocks, and you also have OB there with that cart path right behind. That is a bent up disc that he's throwing, so you know he's been tossing that thing for a while. And that's probably how it got bent. Oh, no.
No. Well, okay.
You hear the applause from the gallery in the background?
That is so nerve-wracking because all those little, they're not roly-polies, those are the insects.
Those gumballs.
Yeah, just like if you hit the wrong one, it can deflect the disc.
It's about where Gannon was during round 1.
Yep.
Bradley with that Nova.
Ooh, let's see how close it gets.
Oh,
that's fairly close.
Yeah. Probably just outside.
The adjustment that he made last time he hit that bush.
Yep.
The little defender.
Sapling.
Yeah. That time he threw it under it.
Range here for Mauri. Tracking right side. He's gone too deep.
This is the first time that we've seen someone go be long. Everyone has played it well short.
Yeah.
So he's going to take his mark, but Gannon is up first. And makes good on his birdie.
That's 2 holes in a row. Gannon is going to gain ground on the leader. That's got to be an uneasy feeling when you've got the world's #1 player trying to chase you down on the last day.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And Andrew Marwede also now at 25 down.
Wow.
A scorching
Yeah.
5 down start.
They just kind of happened quietly.
Just playing his game like he always does, making putts.
All right, here we are on hole 7, one of the easier holes on the course again, par 4, 520 feet. I'm saying this par 4 or 5 like 3 times in a row now. What you want to do is avoid the OB that's on the left. There is this hazard line of rocks that's going up on the right, and also OB on the left on the right as well. Find your landing area so that you can approach through this gap that the drone is flying through now and get to the green. Be mindful that there is OB behind, around, everywhere around the green.
Marwede up first, opting for the sidearm. Really just a placement sidearm, a little more to the right. That's perfect. That opens up so many options for you. Gannon going Doombird 4.
And that'll play just fine.
Now they get to spectate Bradley's shot. He's going with the backhand.
That looks, is that the, looks like the Owen Scoggins Leopard 3 is what that looks like. Nope, that's not what it flew like.
No, that's probably a Wraith, if I had to guess.
Let's try to identify the stamp. Hey, he's going forehand this time.
He is. Went back.
He listened to the coverage. That's what it was. He listened to the coverage. He's like, yeah, they were right.
We saw him watching. Thanks
to
Tamale for tagging us on that Instagram clip.
I should have went forehand off the tee.
Gannon up first, putter in hand.
Hits the tree towards the end, but still on the green. Shouldn't be a problem for him.
Andrew going Anheuser forehand with a stable approach disc, and that works out really well. The crowd really likes it. Had a nice gallery on Sunday once the weather kind of moved on. Range turnover?
Oh. That's fine, though. May put him just outside the circle, but I have faith in this putt. Oh, Brown forehand here.
Going high, inside.
Chop. And
floats his way to a look.
Yeah.
We'll see how obstructed he may or may not be on that left side.
Villmann up first.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I wonder if I can get putting lessons. I need.
You might have to go to Estonia to get him.
Now he's still here for a little bit of hope.
Brad,
Oh.
Just a little high there. Good effort.
Yeah. Oh, for a second, little Gannon was more obstructed than he was, but that's just a four-stepper for Gannon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he took more than 4 steps, but
Par there for Bradley.
where's Marwede?
Marwede is the closest of the bunch.
Wow.
And
It's so close, it was an awkward putt.
it was, yeah. And he's tall too, like. We make the climb up to hole 8, par 4, 657 feet. Downhill off the tee, you've got OB right, OB left. Kind of pinches here as the fairway shrinks down in this middle, kind of bottlenecks, and then you make your turn over to the right-hand side of this newly carved out green. A couple late trees to miss. There is OB right and left again, and OB long of the basket within the circle. So the second shot, kind of the more difficult, although we've seen the players kind of get a little tripped up on the tee shot as well this week.
Yeah.
Nice and wide with the forehand.
Oh.
Got the cart path skip, and it took him OB.
Yeah. Typically, if you find a car path on that angle, it's not really have a chance to come back in.
Gannon a little lower. About the same width. Gets the friendly reaction.
What is this Gannon roll?
Luckiest player ever. Mauri also lining up the sidearm. Pushing a little wider. I like this width though, especially if it checks up nicely, and it does.
Yeah.
Maybe a little further right than you might like, but
Nah, I think that's fine.
yeah. Duo Rock 3 here. This thing looks so cool flying through the air.
Wow.
Perfect.
I might need me one of those.
Just gonna copy his whole bag at this point.
I mean, why not?
So Marwede, after taking his meter in from the OB, gets clipped up.
Did he say? He must have stayed safe.
Yeah, I don't see a graphic. Looks like he's gonna be safe. We'll see when he gets up there.
Hey.
That's a Nova. Taylor back there taking photos.
Hits the tree, but still stays fine.
Yep. Still well within the circle.
I've seen the straight shot, like, mess with more people than I expected to for it to be a straight shot.
There you go. Sneaks through that right side. Mauri going sidearm approach. That range again, yep. Oh, whoa.
Oh,
A lot of
okay.
reaction.
Yeah.
About a foot more over to the right might have gone in. Marwede is safe. A little bit of a long uphill bid.
Ooh, just a little too tall.
Rolls
Whoa.
near the OB but stays safe.
Bradley with his birdie.
And is now under par for the day. Clawed his way back from that triple. Gannon putting more green on the scoreboard. Marwede after the OB going to take the bogey there. The errant tee shot. Birdie there for Villmann, much needed to maintain pace with Gannon.
All right. Hole 9, par 3, 413 feet. Coming in as one of the easier holes in the course. You got the forehand option and the backhand option to get to the green here. Main thing to do, not hit this wall of trees. And what we've learned also is not to go too far left or right. Well, I say that, but there are plays from there. You just won't be able to save your birdie.
Yeah.
Gannon up with the backhand.
I mean, he's put this Doombird or FD3 close previous 2 rounds. This is tracking well.
Great stop.
Have another look for birdie. Here the train starting to make its way towards the back here, which I didn't know there was a train on this hole until today. And Mauri wants to get really close to it.
That was the cleanest fly through the woods that I've seen today. Great looking shot there from Bradley.
It's so good. Man. Looking like hurricane.
At the right shape. Whoa, yes it does.
Checks up.
From the crowd reaction, it looks like it may have tried to go in.
Yeah. This just get run over by a train? Mauri's?
Maybe.
Nah, I think he's short of it, right?
Just call
Oh,
for
yeah, he's short of it.
Yes.
So there was some confusion because the caddy guy said that there's a road that's marked as OB. And there is a dirt road as Bradley's running for his life as Mauri's throwing it.
I really doubt it.
So he did play that one, which was his original drive. He then played a second one from where there's a dirt road back there that they thought was the road they were talking about.
Good bid.
Very good bid. But that turned out not to be the road. It's some blacktop road way far right that they were talking about. Oh, boy. Andrew just sizzling on this front 9.
All right, so whose putting style should I imitate? I don't know now.
6 down through the front with a bogey. Gannon.
I'm not tall enough to do Gannons.
Yeah.
So that's out of the question.
Gannon also 6 down through the front with a bogey. And Mauri hasn't quite gotten off to the start that we saw yesterday, as he's going to tap in. His putt here. So that was the one that he played, which was safe, and this is the provisional, which we didn't show the upshot for since it was not scored.
And they did get clarity on that from the TD. All right, taking a look here at no one was clean through the front 9 today, which is a testament to the difficulty difference from yesterday, in fact. But we do have Gannon Buhr up at the top. Villmann is there trying to maintain his position, and Andrew Marwede. Chandler Kramer's trying to make a little climb there too. Got a couple of people chasing for podium finishes.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic week so far. We've got 9 more holes left, and as you can see from the scoreboard, it's going to be a tight one coming down the stretch, so make sure you come on back. Check out the final 9 holes from the 2026 Blue Ridge Championships, playing for that beautiful trophy there. Appreciate all of you over on our Patreon. Got a couple of new Patreon Ace Runners that joined this weekend. Thank you so much for the support, and big thank you to all of you guys as we just broke the 50,000 subscriber mark. Make sure to stay tuned to our YouTube and our Instagram, as we will be doing some giveaways to celebrate. Thank you all so much. We'll see you right back here for the final 9 holes.